Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. In this week's video, we're going to be talking about a solution to a problem that everybody new to Amazon FBA has, and that's finding a product to sell that not many other people know about. So we're going to be covering 3 different methods to find different product ideas that should hopefully result in you being shown different product niches that many other people haven't actually come across yet. But before we get into that, I want to know, what are you guys doing this Thursday at 8 p.m. GMT or 3 p.m. Eastern Time if you're in the US? Well, if you're not busy, I'm going to be doing a live training webinar with AMZ Scout, and the webinar is going to be suitable for anybody that's interested in Amazon FBA and private labeling. So if you're just getting started, if you've got a couple of months experience, whatever, I can assure you that you are going to find some value in this live training webinar. So I will put a link for that in the description box below. It's completely free and it's going to have a ton of value, ton of my top tricks in it, and we're also going to be doing a Q&A session at the end. So if you are free this Thursday, make sure you press the register button in the description box below. So without further ado, let's jump into the computer and now run through my 3 different methods for finding up and coming products. Okay, so the first technique that I'm going to show you guys with regards to discovering new and exciting products is by using a service called Amazon LAUNCHPAD. Now, if you haven't heard of this before, it's basically a program that Amazon launched a couple of years ago that aims at promoting new and exciting brands that haven't quite made it yet. Now, this service is available in all of Amazon's marketplaces, but the one that I'm going to be showing you now is on the Amazon US site, and there's a good reason for that. The reason is that typically manufacturers, suppliers, companies, whatever, will look at launching new products on the US site, which is Amazon's biggest marketplace. They'll look at launching on the US site first, and if it's a success, then they will roll those products out to Europe, the UK, Australia, Japan, etc. So by us looking at Amazon's US Launchpad now, that can kind of give us a bit of a head start versus other people that are doing their product research just by looking at the UK site or the Europe site, etc. So let's now have a look at what the Amazon US Launchpad has to offer. And in order to get to this page here, all you need to do is go onto amazon.com/launchpad. So once the page loads, it's quite a straightforward process. You can just have a quick scroll down and you can start looking at all of the featured products. Remember, everything shown here is a product that is fairly new to Amazon, a product or brand, which means that it could already be a top seller in the US and it might not be selling at all, or it might not have even launched in the UK or Europe, etc. So this is a really good way at basically getting a bit of a head start. Now, what I like to do is just come to here, discover what's new from Launchpad, press shop now, and then you'll basically be shown all of the featured launches, and it is essentially a humongous list of new and exciting product ideas. So for example, let's have a look at this one here. So we've got premium bamboo toilet paper. Now, I know just from speaking to tons of people that are selling on Amazon that bamboo is very in fashion. People love to get bamboo makeup remover, bamboo toothbrushes, etc. I haven't actually seen bamboo toilet roll that frequently, but let's just have a look at the information that we can get. So this seller here has got 305 ratings, so they haven't got too many. And can we see when they launched? Yep, they launched on February the 9th, 2021, and they are already positioned 390 in Amazon Launchpad Beauty and Health. So what you can then do is have a look on the UK website or whichever platform you want to sell on and have a search for bamboo toilet paper. So let's have a quick look. Okay, so what I've just done now is loaded up the Amazon UK site. I've typed in bamboo toilet paper and let's have a quick look at the results. We can see that everything here is indeed bamboo toilet paper. And now what I'm going to do is run the AMZ Scout Chrome extension plugin, which is going to give us information on the sales and basically give us a good bird's eye view of the product niche. So let's have a look at what the plugin is telling us. So This is a really cool feature actually of the AMZ Scout plugin. You can go onto the visibility score and it will tell you like as a proportion of all of AMZ Scout's other users, how many people have discovered this niche. And you can see here that 0.001% of AMZ Scout users have actually run the plugin for this product niche here, which is probably because of the fact that it hasn't quite taken off yet in the UK. Not many people have come across it, but we have, because we've just used the LAUNCHPAD technique in the US. So let's have a quick look at what the results are showing us. Now, we can see that there is actually one specific brand here that seems to be dominating the niche, which is the Cheeky Panda. And then we've got Andrex as well. Now that could kind of signal that there's too much brand dominance within this niche already, but I'm not going to write it off completely yet. I want to kind of look into the data a bit more. So let's have a look at the revenue figures. So we've got a seller making £11,000 a month here. We've got, Andrex here are making 55,000, but that looks like normal toilet paper to me. And then we've got other sellers. We've got another one here doing just over £4,000 and another one doing £2,000 a month. Now, although these figures might seem to you like they're not too high, remember what we've just done. We're looking at trends in the US. We're looking at hot selling products because they might not have made it big here yet. So just because these sales aren't like massively high at the moment doesn't mean that they won't be in a couple of months as more and more people start to discover that bamboo toilet paper does exist. So what you guys can start to do if you find a niche that is similar to this, i.e. it's getting quite big in the US, but it hasn't quite got to a running start yet in the UK, is you can start to prepare. So what I would do, for example, is start reaching out to suppliers to find out how much it's going to cost to manufacture and to learn whether it's going to be profitable in the first place. And then I would also want to understand like whether there is actually any demand both on Amazon and on Google in terms of what customers are searching for. So you can look at the Amazon search volume history using tools such as AMZ Scout. So have a look at how many people are searching for bamboo toilet roll, and you can also do that on Google. Use the Google keyword planning tool, which will tell you the search volume per month, and you can also use Google Trends. So type in bamboo toilet paper on Google Trends and see if it is going upwards. If it is, that could signal that this niche is about to blow up in the UK. And how easy was that, guys, to find that product there? It literally took like less than 30 seconds, and I'm sure there are tons more of those products on the LAUNCHPAD program in the US and probably in many other marketplaces around the world. Okay, so the second method that I'm going to be showing you guys is a method that uses the AMZ Scout product search database. Now, the thing that I really like about this tool here is that it's got this little box here that says trending products. And if you tick that, it will only show you products that have grown in sales more than 20% in the last 2 months. And this is really helpful at basically allowing you to discover up and coming products, right? So the thing that we want to make sure that we're doing is, again, running this in the USA marketplace, because if we're running it in the UK or another marketplace that we're looking to sell in, then this analysis might not be that helpful because we might have missed the boat already. So, you can do it, you can try it out, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I want to do it in the US because I want to understand products that are gaining popularity in the US that might not have even been discovered in the UK yet. So we will select USA here. We're going to select trending products and then categories. Let's go for baby, beauty. We'll go for health and household, home, and pet supplies. Let's do those. And then for price, let's say we're only interested in products that are going to be priced between $15 and $30. We want to see sellers that are, making huge amounts of sales, hopefully, with less than 100 reviews. And then on the additional filters, let's have a look if there's anything else. Yeah, estimated revenue. Let's say a minimum of $5,000. And I think we are good on that. So we'll press find products and let's see now what we are shown. Okay, so the results have now loaded and let's see what AMZ Scout has found for us. So remember, everything here is going to have that trending tag next to it, i.e. it's a product that is growing in popularity. When we say trending, guys, we don't mean looking for products that are just a fad or just fashionable. We mean looking for products that are trending upwards in popularity and then hopefully are going to stay there in terms of popularity. So as I'm kind of scanning my eyes down here now, I'm thinking I want something that's not going to be, like fashionable or seasonal or whatever. And I'm also thinking I want something that makes a good Amazon FBA product. So it's lightweight to ship. It's something that I can private label, add my own brand onto. It's something that I think that I can get manufactured cheaply, etc., etc. So one that kind of caught my eye just now as I was just talking to you is this beer can cooler. And the reason that it caught my eye is because I think it's just like a slip that would go onto your can, so it's going to be relatively cheap to make. But as I'm talking to you now, I am thinking maybe this is a seasonal item. People are probably going to be buying these more when it's like spring break or when the weather's heating up, etc. So because of that, I'm going to park it. We've got face masks. I would stay away from that. As you know, it's hopefully going to be something that dies out very, very quickly. What else have we got? More face masks. We've got what looks like a lunchbox, so that could be a good idea. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, what's this here? So it looks like we've got a coffee pod storage drawer that's making $117,000 per month, which is ridiculous, and the seller's only got 92 reviews. So that could be a great product. I know that these kind of coffee at home kits are becoming very, very popular, espresso machines, etc. So that could be a great idea for a product to sell. I think it would be relatively cheap to make. It looks like it's literally like there's no kind of moving parts. It's not electronic or anything. It looks like it's just metal or something, and it keeps in all of your coffee pod things, or whatever they call coffee pods. So that right there looks like it could be another good product worth exploring further. Obviously in the UK we do have these pod holder machines, but do we actually have those pod holders? I don't know. You guys will have to search. Now the key thing to understand is, yes, we might have this product already on the UK platform, but it might not be that well known about by other sellers. So there might be still plenty of opportunity for a new seller to come on board, add something different and make lots of sales. So that is the second technique, using AMZ Scout's product search database. The final technique that I'm going to be showing you guys is one that uses the Alibaba website. Now, believe it or not, but suppliers do try and be as helpful as possible by putting certain buzzwords and keywords in their product title. And these keywords and buzzwords are things like 2021, trending, hot, big product, fast sales, new model, etc., etc. And these keywords you can use when searching on Alibaba. Now you might be thinking, well, if suppliers are using those keywords such as hot, trending, etc., then we may have missed the boat. But remember, Alibaba's biggest market, or one of its biggest markets, is Amazon in the US. Remember what I said earlier on, where a lot of the time suppliers and companies will launch in the US first as a kind of test, and then if it's successful, they'll then launch in other markets. So these keywords that suppliers are using in their titles are typically going to be aimed at US sellers. So we want to be ahead of the curve, and we are going to be using these keywords now to potentially look for hot selling items that we can sell in the UK or wherever else. So if we go onto Alibaba, go into the search field and then open your quotation marks and then type in any of the buzzwords that I just mentioned earlier on. So for example, I'm going to do Amazon 2021, and hopefully what this is going to do now is show us products where the supplier has put those keywords in its title. And by putting 2021 in there, we might be shown models that have only just been made or come out, so nobody is going to have found them, whether they're in the US, the UK, wherever. So we'll press search. You can see we've got 23,000 results, and all of these results have got Amazon 2021 in. So now guys, all you need to do is simply scroll through and kind of have a look. And whenever you see a product that you like the look of, that you think ticks the boxes, so it's something you can private label, it's something you can get manufactured cheaply and profitably, have a look on the Amazon UK or US site, wherever you want to sell, and see if it's gaining popularity. So we can see these Ice Cube customized whiskey chilling stones. That could be good. We've got another whiskey set here. We've got a wine aerator. So you guys can see that we've already been introduced to lots of different products that might not be that well known. So that is the final technique, guys, and I really hope that you have learned something new. I've definitely picked up a couple of product ideas here, and of course let me know in the comments how you get on with these techniques that I've just shown you. So that is it for this week's video, guys. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be running a training webinar this Thursday, 8 PM UK time, 3 PM Eastern time in the US. I would love for you guys to join me. It's going to be suitable for complete beginners, people that want to learn more about Amazon FBA, just people that love Amazon FBA like me. I would love you to come and join me. So the registration link for that will be in the description box below. It's completely free, and there's going to be a Q&A session at the end. So if you've got something on your mind, if you've got a question that you want answering, stick around and you can ask me. So that is it for this week's video, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.